game he had on Sunday night in Denver. The Nuggets won't forget about him.
As Gordon lets it go from downtown, the first. He's been the best mid-range shooter this year, well over 50%, which is ridiculous. As Bankero just got met at the rim. Holmgren introducing himself. Dort, yet again from the outside. Nothing but nylon. And the box out by Wendell Carter on Hartenstein after the miss. On the three, the drive, and Black in transition. Magic looking for another three, couldn't get it. Thunder getting 2 All-Stars yet again, second consecutive year. Shea the lob up the
Player, you're right. The only thing that's holding him back right now is his injury. The only thing that's holding the Thunder back.
Thunder trying to limit this Orlando offense. There's another steal right in the hands of Cason Wallace up ahead. Dort on the release, and he's got the slam in transition. And an empty trip for Orlando. Quick shot. As Shea sizing him up. Wants to step back shot. Another mid-range. It's just almost automatic. It doesn't matter. That doesn't seem to affect SGA. He's going to get his points wherever he can get his points because his shot is so effective. Speaking of a mid-range, there's Kenrich Williams. Shea got it right back. Little give and go. Ball tapping around. Williams pulls up and good offense.
Well, how about this? They know this guy is a pick and figure out, okay, we've done our job. We've made SGA give up the basketball. Now he has the basketball as he steals it. And look what he does. That's going to be an and one.
Now get a little bit of time here. Caruso into the front court. Caruso slides it in. Open man. Wiggins beats the buzzer to close out a fantastic first quarter for the Magic. Meanwhile, the Thunder put up 39 points on the offensive end, and the lead is 25 prior to that make on the baseline. That was Desmond Bane as Wiggins just all kinds of space, getting right through that Orlando defense so far here in the first part of this game.
Yeah, that was a tough game, too. And it's tough to win wire to wire with anybody.
There's a double dribble!
Especially considering it's a tough shot to finish.
Still scoreless. 0 for 5 from the floor after missing that last jumper on the previous possession. And Wagner finally gets one to go from deep. You are just dying to see a lefty big man. As Hartenstein backs it up with a block on the other end. Wallace is going to be sauced down the floor for the finger roll on the left.
In the Eastern Conference with the Pistons, because Cade Cunningham has that team playing on the level. They haven't been at him a long time. As Isaiah Joe serves up that hot cup of Joe. As Isaiah Joe hits back-to-back hot cup of Joes. He's serving them up really hot right now.
No hesitation. Bankero parts. As Bankero, you see that big physical size, and now he's made a couple in a row here after the slow start.
Brother, you asked me a really good question, and I'm thinking as I delay. That's a really good question.
You can contemplate it. You don't have to answer it right on the spot as Carter squares up right at the free throw line. My goodness, Orlando, just a night to forget so far. As SGA short on the three. And Black quickly up the floor. Trying to drive on Caruso. And a little finger roll.
Was one of the ones who fought for players to get what they now know as the Union.
Head of the Player Association, and Bankero off of a rare Thunder turnover.
We all know that was a battle and something to watch when when Russell Westbrook was here. I mean, he broke that record.
Offensive rebound, Holmgren, the turnaround putback.
What you always hear about, Player Association.
Affected a lot of change, a lot of good changes. Suggs.
And the Magic have gone to a zone defense now.
Dort, fly by three, now a naked three, and he catches it in. Holmgren, the pass, SGA, right at the free throw line. Missed a good look. It pops over to Holmgren. Holmgren using that length with the left hand. Gets the layup. Holmgren in the right place. And he's into double digits with 10. Suggs, and that one's going to rattle in. His career, that's how many injuries he's had. Hartenstein, and count it, plus the foul.
Man, I realized how hard coaching was, so I said, I'm going to stick with broadcasting.
That might be one of the better decisions. Just think about it. You got more sleep, less stress. Casey Wallace is not one of those guys who's going to emphatically dispute the call line. You can kind of just see his smile there. He thought he got all balls. Banchero on the step back. Shea's got a little cold here since that scorching start. Black had the feet set. Missed the shot. Mark Daniel was ready to call a timeout. Bain on the putback. Now he does call the timeout.
That would have been the Magic's basketball, and they win the challenge.
Jay, tough shot, 1-footed on the fadeaway, and a defender all over him. Got drafted 6th overall. Anthony Black, year number 3. He's become a very reliable scoring option. SGA, just like that, makes it 2 in a row. That one from downtown.
A lot of times a player takes 2 steps, and then he stops. And he has that Statue of Liberty look, like one leg up, and everybody's waiting. That's a nice little...
They had a stretch from December 1st to January 18th where they alternated wins and losses with the exception of 2 losses and 2 wins. There is Dort in the mid-range, knocking down that jumper.
For any team, Thunder with a decided advantage here tonight. 40-16 advantage in the paint. You know what? He's the only guy that gets that.
I'm with you. I mean, there's a certain softness to it. What a putback by Black. Shea just inside the 3-point line. Jay Will flies in for the rebound. And Shea again on the drive. The miss and the putback. Kenrich Williams on the other side. See, I put it right there for you.
Yeah, we called that play.
And that's back-to-back triples by Orlando. As Hartenstein trying to go to work in the post. Little shovel pass outside. Joe, the step back 3. Isaiah Joe. Another night when he collects 3 threes. That's back-to-back games. He's got 6 threes. And the Magic come right back the other way. That is Howard. Wallace. Nice pass. Everybody fell asleep on Hartenstein. He's got another slam. The thing that stands out the most on that Isaiah Joe 3, and it's something that you and I have referenced over the course of the season, as Desmond Bain finds the bottom of the net from 3. The footwork from Isaiah Joe to set himself up, not only to get behind the 3-point line, as Cason Wallace, a blur, plus the foul, but committed to winning and the team's success. There's a turnover. Wallace has it, shovels it to Holmgren. Holmgren lets Banchero clear on the officials. Hartenstein upset the fact that he took a shot, and Wagner, 3. Ship out to the corner, and Cason Wallace 3 no good, but it's punched out by Hartenstein. Holmgren, he's got to get the bounce. Thunder have 5 different players in the game in double digits. Hartenstein able to rack up another board as Isaiah Joe, one of those players in double digits.
Thunder with a 43-17 advantage in bench points.
Holmgren already with a double-double. He's got 2 more. And the Thunder going to be in San Antonio tomorrow night, taking on the Spurs. Final matchup against San Antonio. And Joe just keeps it going. He is seeing.
And especially when they've been pressed into service by default. And I say default, I'm meaning that you just got so many people hurt. Lou Dort.
He was a little jolt off the bench. And then a 3-point shot off the catch.
You know, we've had some great ones, though, where it has come down to the end. In the last 2 or 3 minutes, they really dig in and defend. I remember when
the Thunder going to be facing as Wiggins snaps with a sidestep.
Before the All-Star break. So, to your point, that's very difficult. As Joe will get about a better look as he's had all game. And he does.
Over the course of this season, over the course of the 40 wins